Hi everyone, I'm meteorologist Evan Arani. Another cloudy start to our day, but afternoon hours bringing us plenty of sunshine and warmer than normal temperatures. We'll be extending to about 2-3 degrees above average this afternoon, but going into the weekend, heat alerts take effect. We'll sway to about 10 degrees above average, especially everywhere east of the coast. Clouds have helped us out in the morning hours to keep temperatures a little bit more mild. We woke up early this morning to widespread 60s, and in some cases it was mid 60s, which is a welcome sight to many, considering last week we woke up in the morning hours to 70s. So 70s, warmer than normal by far. 60s overnight tend to give us a little bit more relief, where you can open up the windows in the early morning stretch and let in some of that cooler air. Hurricane Genevieve is the primary talker if you're heading out on the water, and the reason why is because we have a high surf advisory and a coastal flood advisory. The high surf advisory, thanks to Genevieve. Coastal flood advisory, thanks to the full moon. The full moon provides that extra astronomical pull on our tide, which could bring in that tide to above sea level, 7 feet or so. Possibility of some minor coastal flooding, boardwalk flooding, parking lot flooding, all a possibility. Very, very minor. Hurricane Genevieve, though, sending 3 to 6 foot waves our way along the coast. If you're hopping in the water, please check in with a lifeguard. Currently a Category 1 hurricane, no threat of making any landfall, moving west-northwest at 15 miles per hour with 80-mile-per-hour winds around the eye wall of this storm. It'll degrade and eventually become post-tropical. Again, no landfall expected with this system. Big picture here showing us this ridge of high pressure that is sitting overhead. It does not move, and in fact, it actually nudges closer to us as we head through the next several days. We're going to be watching as it shifts back west. Countywide heat alerts by Friday, especially across our coastline and inland. That's where those heat alerts take effect on Friday. But today, Thursday, our heat alerts are actually going to take effect toward the mountains and deserts, so a day early. And the reason why is because that heat is already going to be felt across our mountains and deserts. Look at Palomar Mountain today, 90 degrees, 95 out in Julian, 116 in Borrego Springs. This is where we're starting to see that stretch into the well above average range. Now, as we get to the weekend, we'll notice those really hot temperatures inland, and even by the coast, we'll be looking at widespread 80s out there. 80 this afternoon, though, in Oceanside, 79 in Carlsbad, 77 in Del Mar, 92 in Poway, and 93 in El Cajon. On that 7-day forecast, I want to take you through the next 4 days in particular. We've got a combination of ingredients. For Friday and Saturday, for example, we will have along the coast a coastal flood advisory, a high surf advisory, and a heat advisory. That's because those temperatures are climbing all the way to 81 degrees. Inland, those alerts are going to be in effect Friday through Sunday. An extreme heat warning as opposed to a heat advisory. The message there is the same. Inland valleys, mountains, and deserts, ideally you're limiting the amount of time you're spending outside doing strenuous activity. Peaking at 94 inland on Saturday, 101 on Saturday for the mountains, 117 for our deserts. Beyond it, temperatures will start to slide. We'll make that move back down to a more normal range. We will likely still stay through at least the first half of next week above normal, but at least inching closer to that normal marker. And we'll also start to incorporate some cloud cover. That cloud cover could eventually give us some showers, some thunderstorms, more humidity going into next week. We'll keep our sights set on it. As always, you can find an extended weather forecast on the CBS 8 app. You can stream us now by downloading our free app on your phone or your TV. In the meantime, stay safe out there if you're hopping in the water. Otherwise, enjoy it from the shore and have a great Thursday.